we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Play fake. Murray. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Now he's loose at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Check smash. Stop low 18.
Slot man moves right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now a 2nd and 6. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, it's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Well, this defense for the Cards, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. In motion, Slayton. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you...
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
70 Ranger. Hey, smash. Mike 29. Check pass. 29 is a Mike.
Second and 11. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. You look at this Arizona defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And they needed to be because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. $10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60. 60.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Murray off play action. That's complete to McBride. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr., his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
Let's go now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Short pass to Howard, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety rolling into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here now, a 3rd and 20. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them. Because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit. But must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That ball caught by Harrison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a Gipp hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll get this up to right around the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Murray trying again after the pick six. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Quick dash.
They'll start on the ground here on first down to about the 33-yard line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Under 10, Cougar 19.
The slot man in motion right. Here's 2nd and 8. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Achane on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 4. In motion, Slayton. 2nd and 4. Catch made by Slayton. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Back to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 49 is Mike. Mike, clean up. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, man. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will have a Dolphins first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 24. Check 24.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 15-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Cards have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. They'll run again. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.